as perennial potted plant, as James was saying, you want to just look at the depth of the root ball. The root ball is the block of soil surrounding the roots. Look at the depth and the width of it, or the diameter. So you want your hole to be at least twice the diameter of the pot, if not, 3 times. And then you want to make sure it's deep enough so that when you plant your tree, the root collar, if you look at the base of the tree, it kind of flares out and where the root starts stemming from. And you can actually see like the tissue of the tree is slightly different. So this is more designed and capable of like soil contact and moisture. But anything above the root collar is more susceptible to rot, fungus, disease, pests. So you want to keep it dry. So that's why you don't want to plant it too deep. You don't want to plant it too shallow because then it won't root properly. So the easiest way to do it is once you have your hole wide, and when you're digging your hole, the hole is not necessarily the shape of the pot, right? You really want to dig like a bowl. You know what I mean? If you think about how the tree's roots are gonna spread out, they're gonna go more lateral than vertical. So it's not that it's got to be super deep. It's deep enough as the root ball, but we want to make sure we give it a nice little bowl shape so it can spread out. If you run into a lot of like roots or obstructions, it's perfectly fine to shift your hole over. Don't feel like you got to power through stuff, because ultimately we want to make sure that we're not forcing it into the ground. And whatever spot we have, it can naturally spread out on its own. The soil here, you can see it's a lot of clay, it's a lot of rock, and so it can get compacted. It is compacted in certain areas, so we want to make it as nice an environment as possible. I'm gonna say let's dig our hole like 3 times the size of the pot, diameter wise, and then that way, in addition to this native soil, we can mix in some of the compost, and that'll help the roots expand and penetrate and hold moisture as well. So.